Hello, everyone. My name is Wilsar. I live in DC. I have about 10 years of experience working in Capitol Hill for members of Congress in the House and the Senate. I was their ghostwriter on Twitter. My role there was to create, but also enhance and sustain members of Congress's work that we're doing on in Congress for you. My job was to make sure I record that, I archive that, and make sure mainly what's most important, make sure that you will see that. Twitter is the #1 platform that I would recommend, and it's the most effective way to organize and get your members to see you. It's Twitter. You know, Twitter is a very cohesive, straight to the point, limited character count, so you can't really ramble like you can on other platforms. The most effective way is to create threads. What threads are simply long chains of tweets that tells a story. And what the best way to really share what you're going through online is telling stories. What I do is tell stories. And so your threads will tell a story. And once you have a thread, that thread can be seen by hundreds to thousands and millions of people. You want to make sure that those tweets are seen by your members of Congress. So you want to make sure you tag them and DM them and email them if you can. Okay, some of my top tips are, one, like I said before, create a thread. The best way for members to read and comprehend. And members aren't really reading that, the staff is, and staffs are busy, and so it's a thread. I think Twitter limits you to about, I think 10 or 12 threads in 10, 12 tweets in one thread. So I say the best way to write threads is to honestly open your notes app on open Word document and start writing. And then just like when you're writing an essay or anything else, you cut the fat. Second thing, like I said before, you want to have your account up to date. So you want to have your state and you want to have your city there. Number 3, you want to also DM, direct message, your member's account. So you want to make sure you have a thread, pin your thread to your profile, make sure your account is up to date, and have the state and city so you know it's you. And you also want to make sure that thread is direct message to your member, but also if you can, make sure you tag this organization because you give that thread valid, you confirm it. So members are less afraid to engage with it. That's important. There's so many different accounts for members. There's a private account, which is their actual private account. And there's the campaign account, which is the unofficial account. That's the account that raises money. And that's the account that if you tag that account, the official account can't engage with the campaign account due to congressional rules. And there is the official account, the Rep XYZ. And the easiest way to find that account is to go to the website first. Each member of Congress has their last name .house.gov. Go there, you'll see all their accounts available. You'll see Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, most likely. That's how you know it's the official account. The top things that staff members of Congress look for in a nutshell is one thing, a verifier. That's where you guys come in. You guys are the verifier. If that individual is tweeting about, an issue and that issue pertains to your organization, it's imperative that organizer tag your account. So don't forget to tag at FightCRC on Twitter. If it's a photo, it's imperative that they tag your account in that photo because, again, staffers are very busy. And if you can make it easier for them to see your stuff, they love you. Hashtags are a great way to search for a specific topic being talked about, but also a great way to organize as activists. So you want to make sure your hashtag is included in almost every tweet in that thread. So a hashtag for your organization, everyone who's interested in that topic and that story can click on the hashtag and see all the stories that's being told. So hashtags are important that way. They're a great way to search and curate tweets and content. So don't overuse it, but also don't eliminate it totally, because it's a great way to organize, and it's a great way at the end of everything to pull all those stories and create and curate them in a better visual way. If you are a normal human being who is intimidated by Twitter, I understand. It's intimidating. It's social media. It's putting yourself out there. It's, you say something, someone else might say, oh, I agree. Someone else might say, I don't agree with that. So if you feel intimidated, I don't want you to feel discouraged. Top tip time. My top tip for those who are intimidated by Twitter is this: don't be. It's normal to feel that way, but don't be. Do what you can, what you have. You have a note app, you have a computer. Write your tweet out on a private note app or Word document. What I used to do, I used to actually open a Word document and I'll type my little story on it, my tweet, and make sure that my spelling is correct. I'll take that and just copy and paste on Twitter. Honestly, that's how staffers do it too, so that it's concise and clean and engaging. So that's my advice to you. Do that. Start with that and start small. You don't have to tweet every single day. My advice to you: keep it simple. Say what you have to say it concisely, and log out. Because if you don't, nothing will get done. That's just me being frank with you. If you don't advocate to your members of Congress that you voted for, they will not work for you the way you want them to, because they don't know. So it's important that you speak up, and sometimes if it's necessary, yell for them to hear you. And make sure to tag at FightCRC and also include the hashtag Relentless Champions. The best way for members to know what's going on is if you tell them. They're not listening to you in your home. That's illegal. So if you tell them, then they know. So I say, don't think that one tweet will save the world, but one tweet can start a conversation that can save the world.